the first segment is about us bringing you a different perspective of managing for success, and understanding that it's more than just the core functionality of the business, but there's an administrative side to it that leaders need to clearly understand. And, we're going to put them in a catapult and actually show them what it means to build performance metrics and manage by performance metrics. So it's going to be an introduction for them and to the entire series. But this one I'm excited about because we're certainly going to give some first-time leaders a different perspective of what it means to be in that oversight seat. We want to help people understand how to craft some basic strategies when it comes to setting performance and process metrics, and then really scripting the conversation to get that group buy-in for the results that you desire. And a lot of people kind of think that to be an easy conversation or an easy activity to have, but that's probably one of the hardest things that a leader has to do, and that's get people to toe the line based on performance metrics and expectations. That's the bottom line of what we're going to do. This module is probably going to be a little bit more technical than some of the others that we have done in the series, because this gets more into the business side of being a leader, as opposed to that people side, which we've been doing a lot of throughout the series, which is important. But now we're talking about the company mandates. Because I've been there. A lot of people in these types of realms tend to work it from a philosophical standpoint. I've been there. I've run a business for over 30 years. I've run project teams for over 30 some odd years or more. And so a lot of the conversation that we bring to these sessions are from real-time, real-world experiences, not only from us, but with our clients as well over the years. So, one of the other things that is going to be kind of cool that we're introducing in this session is that we now offer course credit hours. So it's going to be exciting to have people join us, knowing that not only are you getting some really great information, but when you leave us, you're going to be getting some course credit hours, some course credit for it that counts for continuing education, advanced degrees that you're working on to present for consideration. So we're really bringing some additional value to our experience here. Well, I spent nearly 9 years in the banking industry before I got the entrepreneur bug. And in that industry, I was a formally trained credit analyst. And then I became a portfolio manager, managing privately held companies, whether they were startups, to family-owned businesses, to multi-billion-dollar companies that were privately held in all the industries out there, whether it's manufacturing, distribution, hospitality. We ran the gamut of the industries that I was able to serve as clients. And 30 years ago, I decided that I had had enough and had larger aspirations. And I was working at the top of my game in corporate. So I decided that it was time to take that experience and put it to work for those who were struggling in corporate to make the best of it, to be the best, to take their companies to that next level. And no one gave me 6 months, but here I am 30 years later. I'm still plugging along. and Throughout that time, though, for a period of 24 years out of that 30, I served as a corporate director, growing a regional bank into a $1 billion organization located in 2 states with 7 branches. So that was a pretty exciting experience. So I have seen leadership at all levels. I've experienced it at all levels. And, I think what's important for me is that during that time also, I was also a single parent. So I was a mommy first, in spite of all of the other things that I just shared with you. And I know that's something you can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't hard to give up corporate America and then turn around and make corporate America my customers, but on my terms. And that has been really a treat for me during this time, that I have grown up as a leader, in business in my community. And it's been a great journey. It truly has. And but through it all, I have worked in accordance to performance metrics. And that just is the new term for goals, setting strategic goals. We call them performance metrics now because it sounds so much more scientific, and it sounds so much more official than, oh well, we got some goals. But this course was fun for me because I'm also a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt practitioner. And through that, I've been able to create what I call toolboxes for leaders. It just doesn't apply to Lean Six Sigma and process improvement. But because of my background, I've been able to take those tools and apply them, twist them around a little bit, and apply them to different areas of business. And being able to work them into this leadership series has been a real treat for me. So this is really, folks, one of my favorite modules, because I'm speaking from my sweet spot, which is the process and performance improvement, and setting those strategies for sustainable success, which is the phrase of 2020 for CMA. I have to sing karaoke. What song do I pick? Well, first of all, I am not a singer. I am not going to quit my day job. Oh my gosh. I don't know. What would I sing? That's a hard one for me, Steve, because I'm a jazz lover. And I'm a jazz lover because, one, I don't sing. And everything, and one, because I can never remember the words. I'm a jazz lover, and the songs I love don't have words. Best advice that I was ever given was to make sure that I balanced my work life um, experience. Don't get caught just working all the time. And I saw that when I was in banking with my clients who would say, it's been 7, 8 years since I took a vacation. And I knew when I stepped out, Gail was taking a vacation. Gail would take many vacations. Gail would send her daughter to her grandparents, and Gail would take a vacation by herself. Yeah, it was that work-life balance. Um, Play as hard as you work, and I do. I do. Folks, you know what? We're in a different kind of time now, and having all the tools of the trade is something that you really want to make sure that you have in place. This workshop is designed to help raise leadership awareness, and with it you have a transformational toolbox. It's going to help you to manage your capability and capacity as a leader using that toolbox. It's going to raise it. It's going to help you to learn how to facilitate timely and constructively and give feedback to the appropriate players when it's needed, and manage the expectations when it comes to the rules of engagement, of running an effective operation. It is so important that as a leader we manage to the vision of the organization, because that extends our expiration dates. And I don't know if you all realized it, but leaders do have expiration dates. If you listen to the news and you hear all of the people who are transitioning out of some pretty nice positions that they worked real hard to get into, it's because that expectations were not met, performance metrics were not achieved. So this workshop is really designed to help you to understand how to set those expectations. So one, that they're realistic; two, that they're manageable; and three, understanding the do's and don'ts of what not to do and what to do when it comes to motivating your staff and your teams in achieving those goals or those metrics that have been established. It's as simple as that. We really want to see you in the chat box. And go to the website, www.cma-ent.com, click on the events page, and click that registration so that we can see you in September. You're going to enjoy it.